Alyssa Thomas, that's what she does. She uses her body.
I'm sick of watching Caitlin getting attacked. If the league doesn't step up and protect her, things are going to get ugly real fast.
That's what Alyssa Thomas does. She makes use of her physique. I'm tired of seeing attacks on Caitlin. Things will quickly become ugly if the league doesn't intervene to shield her. Do you want to discover why this story is so popular at the moment? Because at last the right people are saying the right things. Indiana Fever versus Phoenix Mercury on June 24, 2026. And something happened during that game's second quarter that brought the basketball community together. Fans, commentators, coaches, the NBA, and the WNBA are all completely outraged. Caitlin Clark was on the ground, helpless, when Alyssa Thomas punched her in the throat. The play has already ended. Steph Curry was among the basketball community's unified response. And you pay attention to what the best shooter alive, the man who revolutionized basketball, the player Caitlin Clark herself trains with and admires, has to say. Because he understands exactly what it's like to be the best player on the floor and have people stop you by doing anything but playing basketball. He has witnessed what is happening to Caitlin Clark with the same eyes as everyone else, and he has experienced it every single night. We're going to cover every aspect of this story until the WNBA takes the necessary action, so if you're new here, press subscribe now.
Would love Caitlin to do is get up one time and then just slap the
Steph Curry and Caitlin Clark are more than just acquaintances. Prior to the 2026 WNBA season, Clark disclosed that she improved her skills by working with Brandon Payne, Curry's personal trainer. "I knew he worked with Steph, and I love Steph's game," Clark replied. "I'm just searching for innovative methods to push myself and improve myself. This is a genuine connection based on mutual respect and experience." What is that shared experience? Being the most crucial player in your league, the player that every defense game aims to stop, the player that opponents grab, pull, shove, and foul, and receiving calls that are revoked while the aggressor gets away with it. Steph Curry of the NBA is the player who receives comparable treatment to Clark in the WNBA. Even when the ball isn't in her hands, Clark has been pushed, tugged, and grabbed during games. Curry is subjected to the same abuse every single night. This parallel became unavoidable back in January 2026. During the Charlotte Hornets game, Curry was being physically assaulted. Under a video of Curry being mistreated, Clark left a comment. "Steph should make 12 three-pointers every game. Please don't grab him."
Oh man, Caitlin she's a beast, man. Like, and they love her. So I'll probably say Caitlin Clark. I love Tyrese, but she's another level in terms of just the love that.
Analysts grasped Clark's true meaning right away. It almost felt like Caitlin Clark was speaking for herself in a sense by saying that about Steph, noted basketball analyst Robin Lundberg. Therefore, Steph Curry saw more than just a WNBA dispute when Alyssa Thomas struck Clark in the throat on June 24th and left without even whistling. A mirror caught his eye. He witnessed the physical abuse that elite athletes must endure just because they are too skilled to be properly stopped. He had seen enough. He declared, "Enough is enough." Players were fighting for a loose ball that was on the floor little over 3 minutes into the second quarter. This is what competitive basketball looks like. However, as Clark was still down on the court, Thomas struck her neck with her hand after the ball had left the action. Thomas then went ahead and stepped over her. There was no foul called. Ball had vanished. There was no more play. Clark was lying on the floor. After putting her fist to Clark's throat, Thomas walked over her as if she were unimportant. According to a replay, Thomas struck Clark's neck with her hand after driving her knee into his leg while he was on the ground. An official is positioned directly on the baseline, and there are 2 points of contact with a helpless player. Not a single call. Due to a back ailment, Clark exited the game in the third quarter and never came back. Because no one blew the whistle, the WNBA's most significant player was eliminated. The supporters did not take this lightly for a single second. The WNBA's officiating is simply out of control. One fan posted on X that if they don't exercise caution, one of their superstars, possibly the best, will be gravely injured.
Deals with there's a lot of rhetoric behind her that she really has no control over, and I think that the way she handles that is just amazing. Like, I think when it comes to the game of basketball, like, she's probably top 5 most famous people, that are playing right now, just in general. That includes our league.
Others put in considerably more effort. Technical CC claps. A T strikes CC in the throat. That's all right. One social media user said, "What a joke. I should have been a tech right away. It's inappropriate for a T to play dirty." Another said, "These refs are a joke. There is nothing new about this. 4 years, Alyssa Thomas has been a nasty player." A third poster said, "Dirty, dirty player." A viewer who claimed they don't even usually watch the WNBA was taken aback. "I don't really watch many WNBA games, but I'm watching this one," they wrote. "Is this typical for her, after all? Oh my God." That response is important. The league really needs someone to watch their first game, and that is a brand new spectator. Alyssa Thomas struck Caitlin Clark in the throat without warning, and it was the first thing they witnessed. Do you want to discuss expanding the sport? Do you want to discuss mainstream credibility? That's how a new fan perceives you right away. A punch to the throat. Continue playing. The WNBA's treatment of the most significant, powerful, and well-liked athlete in league history is absurd. Better is what Caitlin Clark deserves. John Root of Outkick posted, "If you want to hear this repeated aloud, subscribe now." Dave Portnoy, the founder of Barstool Sports, described it this way. "Why are we even in this place? A cheap, brutal shot." The Sports Illustrated Robin Lundberg immediately went to the league office and demanded that something be done right away. The WNBA must suspend Alyssa Thomas for the dirty play she made against Caitlin Clark, Lundberg wrote. Stacey Dales, a former WNBA player, said 5 things that hit home. "This is pitiful. Not even worthy of a loose ball. League must examine this. Totally unnecessary. Naturally, they achieved their goals. Clark is not playing in the game. They achieved their goals." It was stated by Stacey Dales, a former player and analyst. The WNBA league office should go into emergency session only based on that sentence. Although we have been critical of Stephanie White on this channel, we are giving her full credit for what she did at the post-game podium. She arrived with fire, and she guided it precisely where it was supposed to go. "I just saw it," White said to reporters. "It was terrible, but I'm not sure if it affected her health in any way. The fact that there was no call. At halftime, I learned about it. We got 11 fouls in the fourth quarter compared to their 2, despite my pointing it up to the officials at halftime. In the second half, they managed to make 24 free throws."
Anyone in here aware of what happened 2 nights ago? And that still happens?
What?
Absolutely unacceptable.
No, she didn't, dude.
Absolutely
She just
unacceptable.
cursed.
And the reckless closeout that they actually reviewed, and the foot still comes down on top of the defender's foot that wasn't upgraded? Absolutely disrespectful.
She continued, "First, you have to give it a call. It's completely insulting and outrageous. Secondly, you know what transpired 2 nights ago. And that continues to occur. Completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. And then this, which ought to have been the year's most memorable quote. It's weird to have a fist in your throat. It's absurd. It's risky. I'm not sure why she still lands on top of another foot after you went to review the landing position. Because that seems like a test do-over to me. How do you mess things up once more?" Even after taking the test again, they were still unsuccessful. White was done. There were 2 cheap shots that were missed by our WNBA superstar and generational talent. And once more, it is completely inappropriate. Not 1, but 2 cheap shots. Despite reviewing the fist to the throat and the careless closeout on the monitor, it was not upgraded to a flagrant. The monitor was with them. The video was with them. They took a look at it, but did nothing. This is the reason the situation is so frustrating. This off-season, Caitlin Clark especially worked with Curry's trainer to improve, strengthen her recovery from injury, and improve her performance. She worked hard. She performed everything correctly. She was playing wonderfully when she arrived on June 24th. A fist then struck her throat, drove into her body, causing a back injury that kept her out of the game. This isn't a coincidence. This is not an isolated instance. Even when the ball isn't in Clark's hands, she is frequently grabbed, tugged, and pressed throughout games. She has followed this pattern since the beginning of her time in this league. With a referee present, the altercation has now progressed to a fist to the throat. Steph Curry is aware of this trend because it is his own. In any sport, the best athletes receive this kind of treatment. However, there are repercussions in the NBA and any other league that genuinely shields its stars. Suspensions, ejections, and flagrants. After reviewing this play, the WNBA left. It's not just a cheap shot, that's the controversy. The review that produced no results. The WNBA might investigate this through replay review before imposing sanctions. Could. That word. Every fan of this sport should be terrified by that term because could does not equate to will. Caitlin Clark is not secure on that court until it turns into a will. Today, everyone in the basketball world, from Steph Curry to every fan watching on their phone at midnight, is asking the same question. Will Alyssa Thomas be suspended by the WNBA at last? What message does it give to every player that wishes to take a shortcut against the league's top player if they don't? Leave a comment with your response. For what number of games should Thomas be suspended? And do you think Caitlin Clark can be protected by the WNBA, or has this already gone too far? We would want to hear all of your comments. Come on,